All right, welcome guys. Welcome. Dang it, was looking forward to doing 30. Why wouldn't I be doing 30 for 30? Josh Fox. Actually, before we get started, and before I talk about the hat, hope you guys like it. Trying to have a little fun here. Alvaro asked yesterday for today's talks. We're going to start with that. Can you talk about sauna and red light therapy combined? Device options. Sure. Josh says YouTube is down. Josh, YouTube's not down. It's a preview so that people can tell that it premieres at 8:50 p.m. Eastern time, so that you know for sure that I'm doing it, and you can schedule an alert like on your phone, and it will tell you. It will automatically sync to that when it goes live. Go ahead and throw your questions in the chat, Josh, and I will see them in a second. Hope you guys are doing well. Alvaro asked about the red light therapy and using sauna sessions combined with that. So there's a few things here. I don't know where to start. I'm not really sure. I look funny as hell. How do you guys like my Viking hat? Trying to have a little bit of humor injected into these things. John says, glad I'm doing this tonight. Thank you, Jonathan Gibson. So for Alvaro, the red light therapy stuff, there's a few people that have a train of thought that I subscribe to for a while, which is all of the near infrared saunas, which really aren't near infrared saunas because near infrared from red light therapy doesn't heat you up, won't make you sweat. They're really borrowing research from NASA. So when people talk about combining red light therapy, Chet says, same here in Dakota, South Dakota, bummed. Should be working fine, guys. If it's not working, I'll do another one. We'll replace it, but just give it a second or refresh the page. It should be okay. The live recorder is active, and there are, okay, thanks, Chet. Yeah, I didn't know. Maybe it does go down. Maybe there is a glitch sometimes with YouTube. Like I try to sign on, and then the app is either updating or reinstalling itself, which is ridiculous. Jonathan says it was down. Internet backup. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you telling me. I didn't even know. I had no idea. So long story short, for Alvaro, some people say that red light therapy, based on the NASA studies, shouldn't be done inside a sauna because the thick layer of sweat and everything else, when the body is superheated, drives down absorption. I don't know if that's true or not, but really most of the red light therapy devices that have fans and heat sinks in them, like a Juve Light, or I have a Mitogen, or like a Platinum, or what's the other one? Gemba Red. There's all kinds of different stuff out there. There's the Firestorm. I like the EMR Tech guys stuff because they have this little cube that looks to be really powerful. I haven't gotten one yet, but anyway, most of these devices, if you use them inside of a sauna, it's going to drastically shorten the lifespan. So most of the time, it's not that you can't. If you want to put red light therapy or a PBMT panel inside of a sauna, have at it. But if you think about the design of them, there's a reason why there's fans on the back and a heat sink down the center. It's because they're running for so long, they're trying to dissipate heat and get rid of it. So if you shove that in a sauna, it's going to drastically limit the lifespan of the bulbs and some of the rest of the equipment, particularly maybe even the fan motors and things like that. They're going to be working overtime to try to keep the lights cool enough to operate in the sauna environment. That said, there's two different things to consider when you're thinking about putting a PBMT body panel, a red light therapy panel, in a sauna. There's tons of people that do it. I've done it. It's kind of cool because it seems like you get more bang for your buck. Your best bet is to utilize that as a separate therapy. So generally, most folks subscribe to the idea that red light therapy is mimicking full spectrum light therapy from the sun. So if you have that in mind and your circadian rhythm in mind, usually you would want to do red light therapy as a separate therapy from your sauna sessions in the morning, like in the AM. And you would want to stand naked, maybe start out with 5 minutes aside. So you would hang your light on the back of a door. One of mine I have hung on a side of a sauna. So while the sauna is preheating, you can stand next to it and get your red light therapy. Your skin is dry, you're not superheated. Absorption is going to be at the greatest potential during that time. And you can do that and then hop in your sauna. As far as your other question, I'm not familiar with the new clear light strip, or I shouldn't call it a strip, the add-on red light therapy panel that goes inside the sauna and plugs in. I'm not sure if it's worth the money. I don't know if the output is comparable to other panels like a Juve. So hopefully that gives some insight. If you can be a little bit more specific about what you want to do, let me know and I can do a specific video for you, or we can talk about it again in a live. But I'm pretty sure that you're not on here. I just wanted to go ahead and address that because you asked for it yesterday. So how you guys doing today? You guys have any specific questions, any topics? I'm gonna tell you about my sweet little hat. There's a reason that I'm wearing this, but if you have feedback, questions, comments, anything, let me know that you're there. I can see that there's people coming in and out of the live stream, but it doesn't show me who you are unless you put something in the chat. So please at least say hello, ask a question, give me feedback, tell me you like my hat, don't like my hat. So this is a Viking, obviously. This is a Viking shaped sauna hat. Love the hat. Thank you from Amazon. It is yes from Amazon. Katie says, love the hat. Thank you. The women are liking the hat. Another woman's like, whoa, the ladies are liking the hat. I better put this back on. Where you at, guys? Truth Fighter says, can you please talk about more activated charcoal bags? Yes, I'll do that in just a second. The reason that I'm wearing this hat today is to, one, make this more fun, but B, I thought on the third day of the 30 for 30 sauna challenge, in case there are any ladies doing this live, if you have, the reason to talk about these is for the females out there, if you have color in your hair or you get, other things done, if you're doing something like a 30 for 30 sauna challenge, I thought this might be like a good little tip to drop in here on day 3. If you are excessively drying out your hair with a dry heat sauna, it is potentially going to shorten the lifespan of your coloring. So this is a reminder for me to tell you that if you're going to do a lot of sauna sessions in a short period of time, most likely what you'll want to do is wrap your hair up into a bun or a ponytail or something like that so you can tuck it up in and then put the hat on. And this will block the infrared from drying out the hair so much and give you a little bit more longevity if you get color or perms or treatments. Obviously, I'm pulling these names out of my butt because I don't really know anything about that. But I know that if I was a woman and I spent that much time on my hair and I did a 30 for 30 sauna challenge and I wasn't looking like a Viking, I'd be upset if it didn't last. All right, all jokes aside though. Let's go through some of these questions. How you guys doing? Truth Provider says, could you talk about the activated charcoal bags you put in the sauna to absorb VOCs? How many bags would you recommend I put in the RHS 2-person? PS, love the hat. Thank you, Truth Provider. So the activated charcoal bags are just kind of a precaution. I think I saw your comment also before. 2 bags in a 2-person sauna is more than enough. I think I usually just have 1, and it's sort of just a precaution. When people do the niacin detox, when they do chelation therapy, when they first start using a sauna, sometimes you can have weird colorations of things that you're sweating out on your towel. You can have weird odors come out of your skin for the first week or 2, all that stuff. So if you think about, well, where is that going? The activated charcoal bags are really just charcoal bricks inside of a cloth bag that is air permeable. And it just helps to kind of absorb anything in the environment. And then if you were in, say you didn't have money or whatever, and you couldn't choose, you were in a bad sauna for a while, one of the hacks is to take a bunch of those bags in there and it'll absorb the VOCs. Like on the old ceramic saunas, like if you Google Matt Justice, the worst sauna I've ever tested, there will be like a Radiant knockoff sauna in there with the old ceramic style heaters. And it has red felt fabric glued to the front of the heater grate with a formaldehyde, resin in some of the veneers. And so not a good situation, but if you had to use that, these bags could do a really good job of absorbing any toxins or things that might be floating around in the air particles inside the sauna and anything that you could sweat out. Now, Truth Provider also asked in a comment, how do you, I call it recharging. They call it recharging the bags. What do you do with them if you use them for a while? Most people recommend, some of them have zippers where you can open them up and expose the charcoal, but I don't think you really need to do that. If you just take them and lay them out in the driveway and let them sit in the sun for an hour or 2 in fresh air, they will kind of cleanse themselves. And so they're reusable, they're a great thing, and they're not that expensive. They're usually like $8 to $12 a bag, I think. 2 of those would be great for a 2-person sauna. If it's a huge sauna, or you're gonna be doing some intense stuff, or you have coloration on your, I'm already sweating by the way. We're in a E2H. So sweat's a little faster today. We're already at 131 degrees. Sauna hasn't been preheating for very long. I didn't do the whole water and all that stuff. I kind of have, let's see where we left off. Jonathan Gibson says, gonna buy a Clearlight sauna this month. And by the way, this is getting a lot hotter in the E2H. I don't know if my placement needs to change or if I'm gonna have to open the door and ventilate this. I might have to stop sweating in order to not kick off the live stream, but just FYI, if something happens like that, it most likely is the camera overheating. Gonna buy a Clearlight sauna this month with red light therapy. Cool, Jonathan. Let me know how you like it. I haven't actually used one of those red light therapy add-on units yet, and I believe they are sold out. They're on pre-order, but I think they're sold out for like 3 or 4 months or something like that. I tried to get one, and I wasn't able to. Let's see. We don't have any of those in Nevada. Where are we at? Feeling good. Just got out of the sauna. Day 2 just finished. Wanted to do today. Day 3 might be too much. Good job, Chet. Yeah, man. If it's listen to your body. There's no reason to. I need a break today too. Not necessarily from sauna, but from my workouts. They've been killing us. We've been doing man maker workouts from YouTube, and they are brutal. And I've been doing those every day since Sunday with no break and sauna afterwards. And so I am definitely getting the snot kicked out of me. I skipped workout tonight so that I could make this because I knew if I did the workout, I probably wouldn't make it. And I am sweating bullets. This hat thing might have to go. But good for you, man. Good for you. You no reason to push it. You can always pick it back up tomorrow. Cindy says, which sauna are you using today? This is a Radiant Health Sauna's E2H. So this is a 2-person Radiant Health sauna. This was my very first Radiant Health. It is not that big. It's a tight 2-person, I would say. If you're like people my size, my shoulders are about 25, 26 inches wide. So if for like a small female and a large male, it'd be okay. But if you don't know, if you don't want to rub sweaty shoulders or be like this and touching each other, it's a little small. But it works on a 15 amp circuit. It's one of the best saunas that most people can buy and put in their house without having to hire an electrician other than the corner sauna. Josh says, how many man makers do I do? I don't know, Josh. Lately, we haven't been doing reps. We've been doing time circuits. So we've got a little wrestling timer in there. We do 45 seconds on, 30 seconds rest, basically to failure. So however many that would be for the day. Katie says, is there much of a smell to the wood used in the Radiant Health saunas? It has a normal smell after you use it for even 6 months, like a light wood smell. But no, it's not overbearing. It's not super powerful. When you first get it, it's not even that strong. There's other saunas on the market that are way, way, way stronger than this. And it's probably my favorite smell. It's like a light hemlock. I need a drink just for a second. I just noticed, I didn't see this before. I think I accidentally turned on the chromotherapy. And I'm a little bit colorblind. I don't know if you guys know that, but is there like a blue hue on my on my shoulders? Let's see if we can change that color. Now it should be what, greenish blue. Now we're red. Now we're off. Does that make a difference? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm out of my mind. That's red, green, some other type of green maybe. Blue, I don't know. All right, we'll leave it the way it was. Nobody said anything. Off is best. Thank you, Truth Provider. Let's see. One thing that's really nice about the Radiant Health saunas, doesn't matter which model it is there's a control panel. Oh, by the way, I got the phone mount. So if you guys haven't been able to notice, this is much, much easier. I don't have to hold the phone. It's not shaky. Hopefully it's smoother for you guys because I'm also not moving it around. But one of the cool things about all the Radiant Health saunas is there's a control panel inside, both outside and inside. So it's not like you have to open the door for the ones that have it just on the outside to make adjustments like that. Chet says, I'm way behind because of working the afternoon shift on days today through Friday. Cool, man. Yeah. But the nice thing about having these things in the house is instead of driving to a facility and using them is you can work it in. So kudos to you for at least doing 2 days. You know how many people haven't done it at all? So you're ahead of the pack right now. Let's see. And that should encourage everyone else to get on the bandwagon. If you don't have money for a sauna, we just released the DIY sauna course. You can go to saunacourses.com. I think it's like $5 or $10 currently with the discount code for readers. You can build something like that for $200. So it's cheaper than an Amazon portable sauna, works better. You kind of have control over you being able to build it and how it comes out. Truth Provider says, would it be a good idea to plug the sauna into a surge bar to protect the electronics or not needed? Yeah, it's a good idea. My saunas, because I have... All right. I think we just found the limitations of the heat. Yeah, I know. This is completely overheated. Let me turn the heat off. Let me figure out what's going on here. Sorry, guys. Gonna have to come up with... Yeah, Chet's right. Phone got too hot. Truth Provider, yes. Video froze. Let's see. So this is a problem. Gonna have to come up. I had a feeling this might happen. In the beginning, I was taking it really easy on the heat. We were only preheating the sauna maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. So I was buying myself time to be in here with the live stream. You got to do this on a phone, an iPad, or something like that. The other thing I could do is hook up a remote camera to a laptop, leave the electronics outside, but then I got to wire up a microphone. So I was trying to avoid all that. Ice pack for my phone. I actually just put the phone on the on the ice down water to help get it to turn back on really quickly. I'm not going to be sweating anymore. I've got the sauna off. I'll stay in here and answer questions for another few minutes or so, and then probably redo this tomorrow and try to do a better job. Let's see. Okay. Everything is cool. It's recording again. Back on live. Dan, get detoxinated. YouTube is down this afternoon. Didn't expect broadcast tonight. Trying. Dana says, I think his phone overheated. You are correct. Okay. Anybody have any questions? We want to run through anything for the last 5 minutes? I'm just going to let this thing cool down. I've got the door cracked. We can't... once this overheats like this, there's no, there's really no going back. This is probably one of the fastest times that it's ever overheated. I let the sauna preheat for maybe 30 minutes or so. It was in the 130s when I got in, or shortly thereafter. We've been live for 17 minutes. So surge bar, yes, thank you for reminding me. I'm sorry, I totally forgot where we were at. Surge bar would be a good idea if you're going to leave it plugged in all the time. I don't have a surge protector on mine because I have more than one sauna in the room, so they're all on outlet clickers. The ones that have Bluetooth, the reason that I use outlet clickers, in case you're wondering, is the ones that use Bluetooth automatically connect to a device when you walk in the room. So if you leave them plugged in, even on a surge protector, you could be in this sauna, and another one is going doot and connected to your phone or something, and it's playing the audio through there. For most people, I would either use an outlet switch or an outlet clicker like I use with a remote control to completely disable the power and make sure that there's no draw, like if you're not going to use it for a while, or just use a surge protector and click it off. That would be the safest way. Probably a good idea too, Truth Provider, because this is a $3,000 to $5,000 piece of equipment. One little lightning strike, I mean, that would kind of not be fun if it fried the circuit board. So there is a power supply with a small circuit board, usually in all saunas, either in the roof, there's electronics in the roof, or under your butt, under the seat. You probably see that when you put them together. But 19 minutes now, I'm no longer getting the sauna experience. We're cooling down. Any other questions, guys? Anything you want to run through? Any feedback? I'm going to fix the camera stuff. I still have to demonstrate how to do a superheated session with warm-up protocol. So that is definitely going to ruin the live camera experience. Everything would overheat with that, especially if I show you supplemental heat inside a sauna to make it go over 150. I'll work that out. Maybe we'll get to that this weekend. Any other questions, feedback, comments for tomorrow's live stream? I'm going to do my best to do 30 for 30 every single night, all the way through the weekend. If I have to take a break, I will, but I'll put something up to let you know ahead of time. going on 20 minutes now. No one else has any questions? There's still people popping in and out. Thank you for the thumbs up. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. The more thumbs up you have, the more it signals that they should display this video more often. So nothing else, guys? Nobody has anything. Are you tracking weight? I am, but I haven't done it on the videos. I probably should. I'm going to start weighing myself in before every sauna session. Like last night, I think I went to bed and I was completely full of dinner fluids and all the extra electrolyte drinks from sauna usage, and I was 231 and a half. And I woke up today and I was about 228 and a half. So I fluctuate weight about 5 pounds, but I've been in the upper 220s now for a week or so. So that's down from an average of 233 to 235. And so we're starting to, what's the goal weight on day 30? No goal weight. It would be impossible for me to do that. The workouts that we're doing are absolutely insane. We're doing a circuit of battle ropes, assault bike, man makers, trying to do weight course, having trouble finding out how to enroll. Yeah, Chet, I've got to take that stuff down. I thought people would know that if they open the page and it's not even filled out and there's no way to sign up, that it's kind of like in progress, but that's my bad. I'm really sorry about that. I need to just unpublish those and delete them until they're ready. The content's not uploaded to the portal. Only the DIY sauna course is really done. Truth Provider says, I usually use activated charcoal caps, but I should try bentonite clay as a binder. Do you find bentonite is more effective? Nah, more effective for what? I mean, most of the binders, like Interos Gel is a silica-based binder, so it has a little bit more affinity for aluminum, so some people say, like if you're doing a heavy metal detox. But people, I mean, it's from Russia. People use that stuff for other things too, like food poisoning, just like activated charcoal. So in my mind, the way I think about it is there's no absolutes in the world. So if there's different binders to run through, different compounds work well for different people in different situations. Maybe your body's a little bit different this month than mine was last month. So why not rotate them in and out, and just to see if we can not overdo it, but just to get better results, or maybe there's one compound that your body likes better than another. And thank you to the lady that I couldn't say Metamucil last night for some reason. Like I used to do psyllium husk and things like that. That's basically just a fiber enhancement to try to improve your own excretion without taking like an actual charcoal binder, something like that. But for me, I'll do charcoal every now and then. Some folks claim that charcoal taken every single day for weeks on end, like without a break, can also grab or swipe up or harm good gut bacteria as well as bad. I kind of view Interos Gel and the bentonite clay as a little bit less of an offender in that category, meaning Chet says, how do you know if I need a binder? Well, it's a good question. The only way that you could really know if you needed a binder is to know if you have leaky gut. But pretty much everyone has leaky gut these days, from the SAD diet, Wi-Fi exposure, different things like that. But if you had a stool analysis, that would tell you what's going on in your gut. And if you knew for sure, that would be a good indication. But pretty much, if you think about it, like if you had a mason jar like this, and you put some mud in there and it all sinks to the bottom, then you put the lid on and you shake it up. If there was a way for you to try to gobble up some of the sand particles or the mud and extract that or get it out of there before you had to take another sip, would you do it? That's kind of what's happening when you take an intestinal binder. Basically, it's just doing an intestinal sweep inside your digestive tract. So if you have leaky gut or you have other things, and you're doing something like a sauna or some type of exercise or some type of lymphatic promotion or drainage type massage, when you get that exchange and when the body tries to remove or excrete or get rid of things that have been introduced into circulation that it may not have been ready to get rid of yet, you have something that lines your gut. You have something that lines your intestinal pathways to try to help soak that up like a sponge. That's really all it's doing. So if you've never, like for me, if you've had metal in your mouth, or you've had some reason, if you've been a welder there's been something in your life, there's some reason for you to do a heavy metal detox in the first place. Most likely you need to use binders when you're doing some type of a protocol, whether it's sauna or anything else. I'm not the sharpest today either. I don't feel, if I'm not articulating that, we can go over it again another day when I'm a little sharper. Plus we had problems kind of screw me up. Going on 25 minutes now. Any other questions, guys? I'm going to go ahead and sign off in a minute or two. Anything else? Anything you want for tomorrow that I need to prepare for? I thought we were going to do some funny stuff today with the hat and demonstrate some sweating stuff, but I don't think it's going to work out. So thank you for attending. Day 3 of 30 for 30 was a little bit of a bust, but we'll pick up tomorrow and hit it.